Boom, everybody, welcome back to our Thursday trainings right here in this place. We're excited to be here today, as always. And today, just like every other day, this is a free training brought to you courtesy of Realtor School and Browder Realtors. We are streaming both. The training is a hybrid training, so both physical and online. Today, specifically, we're going to be discussing how to sell real estate for maximum commissions. How to sell real estate for maximum commissions. That is what we'll be discussing today. And I'm excited to be in your faces again today. If you are watching online, please type hashtag live in the comment section. Let me know you are watching. If you're excited to be here, shout excited. Excited. Amazing. All right, so we're going to be discussing how to sell real estate, for maximum commissions. I mean, this is a training for realtors, both intending new realtors and even, veteran realtors that have been in the game for a long time. And the idea is to, refresh our minds and, keep us active and ready to cash in on sales. I will just check if everything is going well. Oh, beautiful. Mine is good. You can hear me clearly. Type 1 in the comment section. If you can see my screen properly, you can see me. Type 2 in the comment section as we ride along today. Okay, let me just do this. I just saw that this is not public. All right. So today we're discussing how to sell real estate for maximum commissions. Welcome everybody. So last week, as usual, we begin our trainings with either a meditation section or an affirmation section. Today we're going to do the affirmation section as we commence today's training. Last week was exciting. I enjoyed myself sharing how to leverage events for maximum commissions and sales. That was what we did last week. But for this week, we're just going to talk about how to sell real estate for maximum commissions. And I'm excited that I'm going to actually, remind you a few things you already know. However, they said repetition breeds mastery. So the more you get to hear, the more you get to, master the art. And remind yourselves, about the things you need to do to maximize commissions in your business. The affirmation is not yet up. The affirmations, please. All right. So basically, how we do these things is you make sure that your phones are silent. Make sure that you're in a very quiet place. For you that is watching online, please ensure you're in a very quiet place. And the idea is we use words to create our world and to create the results we intend to see in our business, right? Even in the Bible, the world was created by words, and God said, "Let there be," and God said, And so we're also going to say to our businesses and to our lives so that we can also create the kind of results we intend to see. All right. That said, again, please just be in a quiet place. Close your eyes if you have to. The idea is to just limit distractions. The idea is to stay focused as we say our affirmations. I heard this first from Gloria Olufeko. Yeah, that's her name. Gloria Olufeko. She's on Instagram. She's a host, an event host, and went for an event in Asaba. And I heard her share these affirmations with us. And I was so excited after the affirmation, and I asked her for it, and she sent them to me. And we tweaked it here and there, but I mean, it's interesting to know. So you can also adopt it. And try to recite it maybe every morning or as many times as possible within your day, especially those times when you feel like stuff is not working. You can just affirm it, and I definitely know that there will be improvements. Okay, All right. So you're going to just repeat after me. Today, I affirm that I am a powerful realtor. I focus my energy on what I'm good at. I breathe in confidence and I breathe out doubts. There are no wrong decisions. I attract people who help me meet my goals. Please, you need to mean it. All right. Again, I attract people who help me meet my goals. My business is constantly growing. I am a natural leader. All challenges lead to growth. I make a lot of money and I help a lot of people. I attract money through love and joy. I enjoy multiple streams of income. Every money I spend, I get back multiplied. My business is thriving in every way. I can turn my expertise into income. Let's say it another way. I turn my expertise into income. I am grateful for the wealth I create. My business is overflowing with opportunities. I release my doubts and insecurities. Every day I am building a successful company. I am driven by passion and purpose. Please mean it. Mean it. I sell hundreds of properties. I close all pending deals. I invest in myself and in my business every day. I know how to delegate responsibilities for the best efficiency. My work makes me feel happier and stronger every day. I am capable of running my business. I am the CEO of the best enterprise in the world. I am great at finding solutions. I close deals back to back to back. Again, I close deals back to back to back. I am awarded the best-selling realtor. Again, I am the best-selling realtor. This is the reality I walk in. This is my reality and I walk in it. Please appreciate yourselves. Appreciate yourselves. All right. So I would just encourage you to do this often, say it often, recite these things often. Again, the world was created by words. And the Bible said that let there be light, and there was light. I mean, God could have just blinked and there will be light. All right. He would have just done like this and there will be light. But he decided to exemplify how we create our world. You create your world by the words you say. And that's why even in the Bible said that let the weak say what? I'm strong. Why didn't the Bible say let the weak say I am not weak? Logic, right? But Bible said let the weak say I'm strong. Meaning that your words actually create your reality and your world in general. Please, once more, appreciate yourselves. And please ensure that you adopt this and do it as often as possible. All right, so welcome to today's training. These are our free trainings usually here at Browdy Global, Browdy Learning Campus, brought to you by Realtor School. We are Browdy Global. We are a leading real estate marketing and development company, headquartered for now in Enugu, but we cover the entire Southeast. We run a Realtors group called Browdy Realtors, where we provide support and a system for new and growing realtors to leverage a platform that can help them thrive efficiently and effectively right here. And this is part of why we provide the online training services and also physical training. Free trainings every Thursday by 10 a.m. right here in our learning campus. And we also stream to our online realtor group, Browdy Realtors. This particular training is streaming also to our YouTube channel, Realtor School. And that is where you will get the replay in case you want to rewatch this, which I encourage you and advise you do. For both those that are physically here and those that are watching online, I encourage you that after every training, just go back and rewatch it, and then as you're watching it, you're jotting out your action plans, because life responds to action takers and not note writers, and not people that you attend an event does not mean that you're going to succeed. It is when you take the lessons you need from that event and implement it that you stand a very high chance to succeed. And so the replay will be on our YouTube channel, Browdy Realtors, Realtor School, rather, Realtor School YouTube channel. On Saturday is our induction into the Realtor School Batch A. I thought you appreciate. Right, and Realtor School basically is an online learning academy where we have it's an 8 weeks online learning academy where we take you through from ground zero, not knowing what to do, to the point where you start making sales. The learnings are recorded and they are online. However, every weekend on Saturdays we meet online as well for a coaching program where we coach you and take your questions from the learnings of the week. So every week we show you what we expect you to go through that week, and then on the weekend we take questions. The idea is so that we can follow you through to the point where you are not just watching some trainings, you are actually learning, right? And you can ask questions. Again, you're going to have access to seasoned realtors and real estate coaches that walk you through what you need to know to grow in the real estate business. All right. So if you're interested in joining this batch, who will be inducted on Saturday, just go to realtors.school. So www.realtors.school to register and attend. You get a 50%. You still stand a chance to get a 50% discount. And Realtor School is 100,000 naira for the 8 weeks, but the 50% discount, that will be 50,000 naira for those that are interested. Yeah, so today I'm excited to share how to sell real estate for maximum commissions. This is the topic for today. A few weeks ago, we got some questions. A lot of people that attended asked some questions, and I'll try to answer some of those questions today. I'll answer 2 of them. I'll answer what should your daily activity look like as a realtor, right? I know a lot of people have that as a challenge. Who else is on that boat or ship? Online, who is there? Like, how to structure your day such that you can maximize your day for success. Because the truth is that prayer point that you prayed in January, right? Or the prayer point, the prayer you are trying to, you want God to answer, right? The answers will come based on the activity you do in a day. So your activities per day your cumulative actions in a day form your week, right? And then your weeks form the months, and then the month forms the year, abi? At the end of the year, you want to look back and see that, okay, you achieved the things you planned out to achieve in the year. But it actually starts with the way you structure your day, because the minutest form of your time is a second, abi? There's millisecond and all of that, but let's, for the sake of understanding, is a second. So these seconds make up a day, all right, right? And so every second that passes, and every minute that passes, and every hour that passes, I mean, we have 24 hours in a day. You can't have more than that, right? So how you structure your day and the things you do in a day will later show up in the results you get. All right. So the first we are going to be looking at is how to structure your day, daily activities for realtors. Daily activities for realtors. Right. And the next question was cold audience. I think there were a couple of questions, but we didn't answer a few. We didn't answer like three. How to approach cold audience, or how to let me see, cold prospects, cold prospecting, or what? How is it? Okay, so let's just say cold prospects here. When we get there, we can prospect. I intend to adopt a style of teaching today um, where I take it very easy and make sure we understand. I don't just rush through everything, and at the end of the day, we're overwhelmed and we don't have action plans. That's what I intend to take today. However, while we're doing this, if you have questions around sales, how to sell real estate, how to sell lands, how to sell houses, how to get clients, how to prospect, how to close deals, launches, anything, right? We talked about content types you can do, and we particularly talked about two types basically. We talked about sales videos, making sales videos, and we talked about the AIDA model. See how all of you are looking at me. That's why it's good to attend trainings, or at least watch the online replay reviews, the online recordings. That's why we have this. All right, watch them so that you can learn. These things won't sound alien to you if you had attended the class. We talked about AIDA, a format to make video content that works. Action, interest, desire, and what? Action. AIDA, AIDA, right? A lot of people make content that does not work, and to them, social media does not work, right? Social media works, but it's your model that is bad. All right. We talked about kind of like behind the scene lifestyle content. Abby talked about how you can carry people along. How many of you have seen all those TikTok videos where they say, "Come with me as I go to the beach. Come with me as I go to church. Come with me." Why don't realtors do it? Because you don't even attend events. I mean, not you guys here. Them. Right? Those things are great content ideas. We talked about worded videos and non-worded videos and how to use them to attract sales. All right. So social media is not just about posting randomly online. It's about being strategic about what you're posting. And that's how you're going to make sales. Okay. If you missed out on that class, just go to our YouTube channel. Realtor School is there. The full class is there. Just go and watch that and be blessed. Amen. Yeah. All right. So today we're going to talk about these two things. If you have questions, please let me know. I want to actually help you make. I want to use these classes to make an impact. It's not just to come sit down here, listen to me for 2 hours and go. We want to make sure that we are solving a problem. So if you have specific questions around making sales, because today we are just focusing on how to sell real estate for maximum commissions. We're not talking about any other thing aside this today. All right. So if you have questions around this, please let me know. Point my attention to it and we'll answer. So we're answering some questions from the last time we asked for questions. And somebody asked, what should your daily activities look like? And if you listen to me teach, I talk about one thing as your major daily activities. Who knows what it is? Leads generation. And we're just going to talk a bit about leads generation today. We touched on it last 2 weeks. Was it last 2 weeks? We touched on it, but I just touched it briefly. So we're going to talk about it today. Leads generation. My dear, thank you. Night school I go. We're going to talk about lead generation today. What are leads and what is generation? What are leads and what is generation? This should be your number one priority as a realtor every day. As a matter of fact, if you don't have a system that generates leads daily, I can almost predict how your business will be. And I know that it won't last long. After a period of time, you get frustrated and leave. That's how it works. Lead generation is your number one thing. If you don't know how to do any other thing as a realtor, but you know how to generate leads, you're going to sell, guaranteed. So, what is lead generation? Who are leads? Leads are potential buyers, Sabi? People that potentially can buy what you're selling. In this case, is real estate. This is marketing 101. The whole essence of a business is profit. And who will bring the profit? Except you're running an NGO, a charity organization, or even NGO. Sorry, I'm not saying this. except you're running a charity organization, right? If you're not running a charity organization, the number one purpose of a business is what? To make profit. That's it. Nothing again you want to tell me. You say it's purpose, it's the Lord's work. How are you going to do the work? Money. You need money to do the work. So you need something called cash flow. Cash flow. Cash flow. There's no cash flow. No matter how much you pump into a business and there's no cash flow, the business will die. Normal. All right? So leads are what? Potential buyers. That's simple, Abby. Simple English. Now, how do you get potential buyers into your business? There are basically three types of leads. There are three types of leads. There are hot leads. There are warm leads. And there are what? Cold leads. So I'll use this to answer the question of cold audience too. So that we'll just answer everything at once. There are hot leads, there are what? Warm leads, and there are cold leads. Who are hot leads? I should have written down hot in red. Who are hot leads? I want us to flow. And if you don't understand anything, please let me know as we're going, okay? I'm trying to adopt a style of training, so please help me here, okay? Are we good? Good. Who are hot leads? Hot leads are people you know that know you. They are your family and friends. They are your neighbors that you grew up with in, let me not call it neighborhood, natural layout, for those in Enugu. Right? Those are what? Hot leads. Hot leads are people that know you. These are people that can vouch for you. These are people that can say, I know her and I know her parents, I know her family. Right? They are called what? Hot leads. Hot leads. Right? Now, in my opinion, especially for high ticket products like this, hot leads, they are not usually the first to buy from you, from my opinion. I've heard other teachings about hot leads. A lot of people say, oh, they're the first people you should sell to, the first sales you will get. Maybe it's possible. But you know, even the Bible said that a prophet is not what? In his home, right? Most times from my experience, when you're just starting out, these people are just watching you. They're just watching you. They're just like, timeful. Very soon now, she will drop down. Why am I saying she? Very soon now, he will drop down and start selling okreka. That's it. They're just watching you, especially for high ticket products like real estate. If you're selling bottled water, some of them will just buy for the sake of encouraging you and drop it in the house. If you're selling things like any other thing that is not high ticket, like real estate, you know what high ticket means? Abi? It's quite expensive for a Nigerian audience, right? So high ticket products, they watch you for a while. To me, they are not the first people to buy from you. However, it is your duty to make them know what you're doing. Okay? Here's why. The first reason is that some of them may want to buy. And truly, some of them can buy from you. That's the fact. I'm not ruling out the fact that some of them cannot buy from you. Okay? Some of them may want to buy. But most importantly, some of them may know people that may want to buy. Right? So rather than referring a total stranger they don't know, they are most likely going to refer you. Make sense? So this should help you when marketing to them to not tie your obligation cord to them like a lot of you do. And you feel disappointed when they don't buy from you, especially when you feel like they have the money and the capacity to buy. again, let me tell you the truth. They are not the first people to buy from you. They're just going to observe you for a while. Do you know why? They saw you when you were running around the pond. When you were small. So in their head, what do you even know? When did you even know what you knew? They've watched you. Is what we call in Africa, we call in Nigeria, we call it what? See these guys. And that's why when I teach on marketing, especially the realtors, I tell you that let these people know, but don't depend on them. And don't take it personal. It's not a personal thing. And they're the first people to discourage you. They're the first people to tell you that this thing, nga, they are the first people. And here's the reason. A lot of them sincerely love you. And because they genuinely love you, and because a lot of them have seen people fail in the business, they are concerned for you. They feel like you're going to fail too. Not you now. They feel like their people are going to fail too. Right? And they don't want to see you heartbroken. They don't want to see you in that place where, you come back and say, depressed. All right? Sincerely, they do. Others, on the other hand, have also tried and failed themselves. And to them, it is the hardest thing to do. Meanwhile, they didn't sit down in class like this to learn like you. So they didn't know what to do. When I was starting out in real estate 2020, sincerely, almost everybody I knew told me not to do it. Especially people I looked up to. And like I said, they sincerely just cared for me. Because I was going to shut down a business to start real estate. I was not going to do one leg here, one. No. I was going to shut down. All right? And this is a business that they have quite known me with. And I'm literally shutting it down for this. I do real estate currently full time. There's nothing else like this is full time. Right? And so they were concerned for me, especially being that in my environment, you could hardly see anybody being an agent. Like, that is doing very, very hardly. I mean, 90% of them are Ukumangu or, they're just, you know what I'm talking about? So, hot leads. These are 3 types of leads. These hot leads, again, please, your number one duty is to let them know, inform them, send flyers to them, prepare your videos, share it with them, and don't tell them that, oh, I know you're not going to buy from me, but I'm sending it to you. No, don't do that. All right? Send it to them, with expectations that they're going to buy from you. But knowing what you know now, you're not going to depend on them for your sales. All right? So, hot leads. Are we clear on this? They're the first type of leads, and they're your immediate, audience. They're the people that you have contact on WhatsApp, and people that your secondary school people, all those people, hot leads. Next is what? Warm leads. Are we clear on this? Hot leads. Good. The next is what? Warm lead. This is why it's still off again now. Put that in off and on it there. Please, I need someone on this live to always be checking. I don't know why this is not on the live. Next is what? Warm leads. I don't think you see it there. Just be on the live. You can sit down there and just be on the live. Next is what? Warm leads. Who are warm leads? Warm leads are your acquaintances. These are people you met in church. If you attend a church or a mosque, these are people you see regularly, but you don't really know them one-on-one. You may not even know their houses. You may not even know, like they can't vouch for you, you can't vouch for them, but you know yourselves. You see on the street, oh, you're passing. How far now? How far you did? You did, Abi? Those kind of people. You're not really friends with them, per se. They're not really family, but you shall know yourself. They are called what? Warm leads. Okay? This is clear enough, Abi? Very clear. And then the third, which is where I'll dwell in a bit today, they're called the cold leads, cold audience, cold audience, cold audience, cold audience. And to me, who are cold audience? Total strangers, total and complete strangers. All right? Total strangers are what? Cold audience. And to me, especially as a beginner, I feel this is where you should focus focus on to build your business. In my opinion. Who knows why? I think it's simple logic, but who knows why? Who can answer? Who can help me? Just think about it. That's one, yes. That's one. They don't really know you. See finish, never enter. It's whatever brand or presentation you bring that they know. All right? Especially if you're able to structure yourself properly, especially on the online space. Even offline, like if a gentleman walks into this training room now and his perfume, you know those kind of perfume, I mean? That not those ones that you sneeze, I mean solid perfume that will just pass here now. Do you get? And after you too. Do you get? And then he's dressed very nice. All right. And then he holds one fine car keys that looks like a keyless entry car. You know those cars they used to do tweet tweet and you'll not see the key. Right? And then he walks in here. What's your first perception about the guy? He has money. Is that not it? And see, perception is part of reality in marketing. That's why it's only God that sees the heart. Man looks at what? Yeah, right. So one of the edges you would have marketing to cold audience is that they don't see finish never. Like a lot of you that came for allocation on Saturday, right? And then you did the videos of, hey, we're here today to allocate our clients, right? A cold audience seeing you will not come and ask you how many plots you don't sell. So they talk our clients, show me your record, let me see. Will they ask you that? They won't, right? But that you're there, and if you came to that class last week and you implemented the things, I can almost bet you that somebody will ask you how far. Why? Because of the perception you have created leveraging that event. I made a sale actually after the event. Yeah, because I practice what I teach. I don't, if you follow me online, you see that almost everything I teach, I practice it. I don't come and tell you one and now sit in the office and be doing cold audience. So the first advantage you have with cold audience is that they don't know you as per still finish, never enter. All right, that's number one. But for me, the biggest advantage you have over cold audience is that they are unlimited. Unlimited. Think about it. How many people do you possibly know? Let's say you know a lot of people now, right? In your contacts now, you have, say, 5,000 contacts. Inside that 5,000 now, remember that it's not all of them that have the money to buy real estate. Some of them are still eating mama, thank you. Abi? It's not all of them that have, even if they have, not all of them that are willing to buy real estate. I talked about the qualities of a ready clientele, Abi. I talked about what? His quality, he's willing, and he's able. We'll talk about that later, right? So not all of them that. So think about it. How many contacts do you possibly have? Right? That's number one. But for cold audience, they are unlimited. I mean, in the internet currently, in the world, there are over 4 billion people that use the internet. Nigerians are over, I think last time I checked, was over 20 million or 30 million Nigerians use the internet regularly. That's a lot of people. All right, that's a lot of people. All of us here, in fact, every realtor in Nigeria currently cannot serve all the people that want to buy a property in Nigeria. Hope you know that. Yeah. Because the housing deficiency is very high, and literally every day people leave the country. In fact, whenever I see people leave the country, I used to be happy because they're going to go and make money to come and buy land. Yes. So usually I'll clap for you, happy for you, and tell you that I sell land, though. I sell properties. I'm very excited when I see a lot of people leave the country, especially my friends, because I know that commission don't they come. Right? So cold audience, right? So these are the three basic types of leads that there are. Now, question: how do you target cold audience? How do you ensure that you can, because this is where many people have a challenge. Jeff, I understand that there are people out there willing and able to buy property, but how do I reach them? Is that not it? Apart from reaching themselves, how do I, in some people's words, convince them to buy real estate? That's like one of the biggest questions I get almost all the time. So let's go into this. We're talking about daily activities for realtors, Abi, and we're talking about leads generation, just to bring our minds back to where we are, Abi. And we said, who are leads? Potential buyers. And how many types of leads do we have? 3 types. Abi, who and who? Hot audience, warm audience, and cold audience. And we've explained these 3, Abi. And right now we're looking at how to. So let me list this thing out so that in case we don't, if we can't deal with the rest later, we can deal with them in another class, Abi. So the first activity for a realtor daily is leads generation. The next is follow up, follow through, and follow back. And then the third is finder, keeper, doer, time. I'm going to explain this as we go. So now we're in cold audience, Abi. How do we attract cold audience? That's the next part we're going to. So under lead generation, we have the warm, hot, warm, and cold audience, Abi. So let's stick with that. These are the other activities for realtors that we're going to discuss later. But for now, let's deal with leads generation. I can wipe, Abi. So cold audience. How do I attract potential buyers as a realtor, especially cold audience? I have just said that in my opinion, your focus, your number one focus in leads should be what? Cold audience. Why? Unlimited. Because your goal daily is to attract as many people as possible to see you, know you, and like you, and understand that you sell real estate. Now, once you attract them to you, your second goal is to ensure that you make them understand that you're the preferred option. There are other options, but you're the preferred option. All right, which we're going to be discussing later. So, how do you attract cold audience? Cold audience. There are 2 basic ways, in my opinion. The first is physical, and the second is, I wanted to write spiritual, online. Online. Physical prospecting and online prospecting. They're like the 2 basic ways. Abi? A lot of people are very good with the physical prospecting, which includes outdoor activities, outdoor prospecting. You know, going to events. Let me share with you guys something. For physical, for those that are very good with physical, people that are jovial, people that are, what's the word? Extrovertish. yeah, extroverts and sanguines. People have a blend of sanguinish nature, and all of that. I said, what is the physical location? Physical prospecting is good for you. Of course, it has its pros and cons. The cons is that, I mean, how many people can you possibly meet in a day? And how many days in a week can you possibly meet new people? Right? That's the cons. We are limited as humans because you can't meet 1,000 people a day. You can't meet 100 people self a day. Can you? It's possible, Abby. It's possible. Really? I would like to learn. Eh? It's not Abby. Right? So physical location and physical prospecting. Physical prospecting. Now, there are several ways to do this. The first, which I like to share all the time, is to attend events. Now, not just events, paid events. Here's why. Paid events, especially even when it's not in your industry. For instance, say there's an agricultural something event in town, for instance, and is a paid event, say 10,000, 20,000, 15,000, 20, whatever, and you can afford it. It's something you should put under your marketing budget. Yes, we're going to talk about that when we're talking about finder time, keeper time, and doer time. We'll talk about that side. So, attending events, maybe a maritime event, one health event, especially the paid ones. Here's why I'm saying especially the paid ones. For people to pay to attend events, it means that first, the person values information. In my opinion, that payment, no matter how small, has distinguished the chaff from the weed. Many people put money in events, not necessarily because they want to make money, but they want to get a particular audience. All right? For you now that came here to sit down or you're watching online to attend a training, you have distinguished yourself naturally from almost every other realtor or agent that does not value information. That automatically makes you here now within a certain class. And so it automatically implies, in my opinion, that what Tim likes is likely what Godwin is likely what Godwin likes as well. Because for Godwin and Tim to shut down their morning and come and sit down here to learn implies that they both value what? Information. And so if you walk into an event that is a paid event, there's a high chance that the people in that event are kind of like you. They're kind of like the kind of people you want to relate with, right? And one of the best ways to market is to just increase your network. That's it. Just increase your network. Increase the people that know you and you know them. And that's why people join things like clubs, both sport clubs and social clubs. Sports club and social clubs. That's why some VIP clubs put some certain amount that is really high, like Ikoyi Sports Club. No, Abuja Golf Club. I hear it's like 1.5 million naira a year. They've automatically told you the type of people they want. Can I afford that money? Please stay with. Simple. And so they want to mingle amongst themselves. All right? They've already built a class. If you can afford it as a realtor, you live in Abuja, please go and pay and afford it and go there. Your 2 commissions in a year can clear that money, even 1. Right? And that's the mindset high net worth individuals have. If you put a free event, there's a I know many people here in this room that will not attend it. Why? Because they don't think. So there are 2 reasons you attend events. So please note it if you don't know it. First is to learn, of course, but the second is to meet people. And so if you're going for events, be intentional and deliberate about meeting people. Try to know one or two people before you leave the event. When I say no, I'm not talking about what's your name? My name is Jeff. What's your other name? Your name is Amaka. What do you do? Oh, I'm a serial entrepreneur. You, what do you do? Oh, I sell Africa. And then say, okay, nice to meet you, and you go your way. No, you have not networked. No, you've not. Your duty, now I'm teaching networking. It's part of it, Abi. Your duty in meeting people is to leave the person with an impression, especially an impression that they would like to reciprocate a gesture. Always leave people feeling like they owe you. Don't meet people with a needy attitude. You size the person finish, say, this person fits wear my cloth, you can afford my dress. Next you start saying, I sell dress, so come and see my card, come and patronize me. That's the first thing a lot of you do. And that's wrong, that's needy. That's what every other person does. So how do you leave an impression? Like, what distinguishes you now from others? Especially realtors that prospect physically, their only goal is to share flyer, certainly. And that's all. And the annoying part is that the flyer they're even sharing the same one every other person is sharing. So what distinguishes you? So wait, after, let me not mention that one. After praying, why do you think that is you now that will be the top realtor amongst others? Why? When you do the same thing every other person is doing. Again, your number one duty in physical prospecting is to leave the person feeling like, I would like to meet this guy again. I owe this person. I would like to. So what do you do? Look for a need you can solve. It can be as little as, so this is your shirt. That would have been nicer if this place was red. How about I prepare a shirt for you free? You don't have to pay. Just tell me your size and I'll deliver it to you. How much will you possibly spend on that shirt? Maybe 20K. Right? Remember, this is a high net worth individual. 20K is nothing to him. So it is not about the size or quantity of the gesture. It's about the gesture itself. For people like that, every other person or people around them are there to collect. And you two coming with your flyer or with, I said this one, no, you're also coming to, whether you see it like that or not, my dear, I'm happy to burst your bubbles. It is true. So what do? You always have something to offer. You always. You can't tell me you don't. There's always something you have to offer. If you don't, then you don't deserve to be that person's friend. Yes. You can't seek for something where you've not deposited anything. The Bible taught us that, God showed us natural laws of life. When you plant, you harvest. When you sow, you what? Reap. It's not when you reap, you then sow. No, it's when you sow, you reap. Plant your seeds in the morning, plant in the afternoon, plant in the evening, or you do not know the one. Abi? So your number one duty in physical prospecting is to leave this person with an impression about you. In fact, the law of reciprocity should be the thing you should have in your mind. What's the law of reciprocity? Everybody wants to do back. That's why when somebody tells you, your dress is fine, you say thank you, and yours too. Is that not what you do? That's what we do. And I appreciate you want to appreciate the person too. That's the same thing with meeting high net worth individuals. This is a hack to make anybody your friend. Anybody, no matter how highly placed or anybody. Simply look for a value that you can, again, it is not necessarily the size of the value. It is the heart or the motive behind giving that value. Every other person around them wants to what? Take. Every other realtor is giving them what? Flyer. Every other. So what stands you out? I hope I've driven that point enough. Right? And people that buy real estate or people that buy, there are specific places. Yes, some of them you can randomly meet some of them in spas and joints and all of that. But first, you must look the part. See how this gentleman is dressed, looking sharp. Walk into the place first. Your look precedes you. Don't come there having map, sweating. Even if you enter the keke, look for somewhere that has small AC. Do like you're buying something and collect AC small. No, for real. Cool off. Cool off. Nobody will ask you, did you enter keke to come here? No, they will not ask you that. But the way you look, you automatically say, this person is hungry. Oh. You wear slippers, your leg is dirty. Right? So physical prospecting, you of course you go to places and events are like my thing, because the gathering of like minds, even if it's not in your industry, but it's a paid event. Walk in there, attend the event. They're usually networking sections. Meet two people and offer them a service. Don't just collect number and say, okay, ogadi, you now leave. Usually, tell me what the numbers you've collected. How many of them have you really built acquaintance with? How many? Why? Because the strategy of doing is usually bad. And of course, I don't blame a lot of us. A lot of us growing up, our parents told us that don't talk to strangers. Don't talk to strangers. Strangers are evil. They will kidnap you, they will steal you. And so the mindset is still there. And that's why people claim that they are reserved. You're not reserved. It's just a programming. It's a mindset, actually. If you're going to be in real estate and sell and market, you cannot say you're reserved. Please go and remove that thing from your name. Physical prospecting. So I've flogged that enough, Abi. Do we have some action plans there? Do we have some things we'll start doing? Looking good and dressing good is not about money. It's just a mindset. Just a mindset. A lot of us still have that church cloth and home cloth mindset. So these are my church cloths. These are my home cloths. And so you want to go out, you now leave your church cloths and wear your home cloth. Then only Sundays and Christmas, you now wear your church cloth. And God is kind. A lot of us are no more growing. If not, that cloth you bought how many thousand? By the time you come back, now the leg is not tight. All right, so that's for physical prospecting. Let's go into online prospecting, which is my forte. So I explained, Abi. I said that don't just ask for name. Oh, I do this, I do that. Those are okay. It's good you know what you do. And please, when you're introducing yourself, don't just say I'm a serial entrepreneur. Say things like, I help smart individuals like you acquire properties in their desired locations. Acquire profitable and free, genuine and profitable properties in their desired location. That to me has passed the message much more than I'm a realtor. Okay, so saying it like that helps. Okay, that's number one. Then further than that, build a deeper connection by trying to offer. Don't make it look weird. Don't just say, oh, your shoe is not this bad, though, I can change it for you. No. From conversation, you know what you're trying to do. From the conversation, the person will say something that you can capitalize on. It could be that, oh, my website has been giving me issues. And for instance, you have some idea around website or even content. The easiest is content creation. Content, for instance. The person is a business person. Oh, handling my So one of the things I've done several times is, please, can I know your online, your business, online handles so that I can follow. I would like to see what you're doing and see how I can be a part of it. That's the way I say it. When I now see your social media, I'll now say, okay, this is beautiful. However, I think it can be better. Natural me, I'll start giving you solutions. That is already adding value. I'll start saying this thing, I think if you do it like this, and I don't stop there, I then go ahead to say, okay, I can actually help you draft something. If you have a team or something, you can actually give them, and then now that I can help you draft something has made you look forward to something from me. So we must exchange WhatsApp. You're expecting something when I get home. It could be something as simple as that AIDA content creation strategy. So when you're drafting product content, use this. When you're doing this, use this. Get a videographer in your team. Here are the things he will be doing. I can send you options from other people's pages, right? That thing I've done now is that I've given you a service that normally people will charge you for. Now, when I give you that, usually they go, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, really? Oh, thank you. That's the thing that happens. All right. So the next time if I say hi, hey Jeff, how far? How you doing? You see that conversation just began. We are now no more just one guy. Is this guy someone at the airport? What's that his name again? No, it's no more like that. I have gone past that. Oh, this guy. All right. I've imprinted an impression in your mind. I may not even ask you for a sale immediately, but that we're already communicating on WhatsApp. You must see my status. Oh, my status. I know they joke with that one. You must see it. Yes. And remember, the law of reciprocity is there. And so, even if you're not ready to buy, just for the sake of reciprocating, they'll say, these things you're selling, do you have anyone in? Because you're not interested in my environment, for instance, or you're not interested in what I'm selling. Next question you'll go is, do you have anyone in? Or, there's this other guy. Oh, let me send you his number. You see? So it has gone beyond needy. I'm not needy. I'm not coming to you because that's usually the impression. When a marketer walks up to you, the impression is that this person wants to come and sell me something. I want collect my money. Is that not the impression? So how can you change that impression? Is by doing this. I hope I answered you, sir. So physical. So yeah, that's that for that. So let's go to online. Online. There are two ways to do this online. Generate leads online. There are two ways to do this online. There's the attraction marketing or prospecting. Let me use the word prospecting. And there is let me use marketing so that I can say prospecting in this one. Marketing. And there is prospecting. So prospecting is, I'll say prospecting as per going after something. So there are two ways to sell something. Either you walk up to somebody's door and knock on the door. Say, hello, my name is Jeff, and I'm here to sell you my land and you must buy. Or you put your ngwafia somewhere, and the person will come and see it. Those are the two ways. Is there any other way? You enter their dream. Is there any other way? These are basically the two ways. So how does the person promote it? Yes, now answer now. Like, how does the person promote it? The person either goes to the people or sit down somewhere. Those are the only two ways. I don't know if there's any other way, right? So that's what I mean here. Attraction marketing is when people of like products go to Obete, for instance. There's electronics line. So all of them put their ngwafia on the line. And then people know that if they need electronics, there's a place called electronics line, and they just walk up there to buy it. That's attraction marketing. Then prospecting is, you see all those people that used to hawk electronics. They'll carry it and go to your office and say, see you, we have recharging, especially all these, I think, Oraimo people. Or long term. Good, long term. Yeah. To carry time going around. Long term, one person will be dancing. Long term, they you know, those are the two types of marketing. Online too is the same thing. It's the same thing. For prospecting, I'll start with this. There are ways to prospect. There are ways to go to people's door and knock. You can either go to their inbox on Facebook or Instagram. You just see the person, size the person, see his comments, go through his timeline. Okay, this guy looks like a prospective buyer, and you go inbox, right? Going inbox is not a crime. The crime, let me tell you, the crime is all those hi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the crime. Just hi and you just leave. Are you a fly? Are you a mosquito? Hi, you now leave. 2 days again. Hello, sir. You now leave again. That's the crime. So prospecting inbox is not the problem. It's not the problem. The problem is the approach. So how do you do it? So there are places they prospect inbox and email. I get that a lot, especially from our official email in the company. I see that a lot. A lot of people go inbox and say, hello, Browdy Global, we're XYZ, we want to help you do this and do that. That's prospecting. It is good. It's very good. All right. So these are ways. Is there any other way? Who knows? I don't know again. Text message, bulk SMS. People do bulk SMS a lot. Bulk SMS. They go look for those bulk SMS businesses that have people's numbers in a certain environment, pay them some money and tell them to broadcast this message. Those are prospecting. That's them knocking on your door. Come and buy. You must buy. You know, that's one way to do it online. So these are the ways they do it online. Then the second one is attraction marketing, which is actually my favorite type of marketing. As a matter of fact, 99% of marketing I do is attraction marketing. My favorite way of marketing. The reason is simple. First, what we sell is high ticket. There's usually no guaranteed way to know that this person is a prospect. Who agrees? You can't see his bank account. And you don't know if the money is his own or not, even if you see the bank account. It could be that it's not his money. You see, there is no guaranteed way. I have seen people with short knicker and touchlight phone buy hundreds of millions worth of real estate. And I've also seen people that dress ayagaya, mpompo, ayagaya, fishy, no day. Please, this thing is off again, please. What's happening now? Right? I have seen them both, right? And that brings me to this conclusion. I've done real estate now for 3 years. I can say at least by God's grace, I sell a lot of properties yearly, a lot. And this is one thing I've noticed. There is the right time for this, right? That's why this is my favorite form of marketing. Why is that? Because all I need to do is to define a market, a target market, right? Define them, create content around their problems, target their problems or challenges, and put it out there. And posala my ngwafia, right? In electronic line, this time around real estate line, and they come to buy. So that person coming to buy has walked up to me and he knows, in fact, he left his house knowing what he needs. Came there. Maybe even if he didn't have the money now, but he came there to ask me question. You're already a buyer. You may not buy today, but you will buy. All right? So that's attraction marketing. Now, how do you implement it as a maybe new realtor, someone that has not really been selling? How do you implement it? Right? That's what we're going into today. Now, right? Do you have any questions so far? We're exhausted. Are we tired? You can sip water if you are and stay refreshed as we go on this ride. Right? So we're talking about attraction marketing. How do you leverage the internet to position yourself in such a way that potential buyers, because this is part of your daily activity, right? Find you. The first is through content creation. Or, like I said earlier, I think the first thing to do is to let me clean this and just leave attraction marketing. Marketing online. Are we on the understanding? Are we understanding? Online, are we understanding? Are we flowing? If you have any questions, please just leave it in the comments as we try to answer it later. So, attraction marketing. All of us have an internet-enabled phone, I mean. We all do. That's the number one tool you need in doing this. Next, all of us have social media. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Which one again? LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, X. All of us have that. No, you don't have everything, but at least you have one of it, Abi. What's your most used social media? Who wants to help me? Facebook. I mean your own. Not. I'm not talking of. Talk your own. WhatsApp. Okay. IG. Okay. And TikTok. Facebook is yours. Who else? Instagram. What's your own? You don't use anyone. Wahala. You don't use any social media. Which one do you use? More, Abi? How about you, man? YouTube is your most used. Okay, how about you, sir? Facebook is your most used. How about you? Use all of them. Is that what you do? Please clap for you. How are you? What do you? Okay, WhatsApp. You said WhatsApp. Okay, what do you? WhatsApp on Facebook. Okay, how about you, sir? Twitter is your most used. Okay, nice. How about you? And WhatsApp. Okay. Now, I think I'll just explain this here so that I can take it a step backwards. Let me explain this triangle, even though we explained it very well in the Realtors school. This search quadrants. My God. Search interruption quadrant. Search interruption quadrants. Search interruption quadrants. Let me explain this thing here so that as much as we have our favorite social media, we understand what we're doing online. Is that good? Especially when it comes to marketing and attraction marketing. Search interruption. So up here is search. Down here is interruption. Then what? Active, passive. So this is passive. This is active. I'm happy a lot of you still remember this. That means I did try. Please appreciate me. That means I did try. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to fix numbers here, right? And then explain this. Active interruption, active search interruption, active, passive. Repetition breeds mastery, right? And the more you get to know something, the better for you because you'll be able to implement it. And the more you, and sometimes, I think I explain things in different ways at times as the spirit leads, right? So, so we're going to name this 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1 here is what? Search and passive. Abi? We're playing a game. Here, 1 here is what? Search and passive. So we're going to use S and P here. 2 is what? Search and active. So S and A. I'm going to explain. 3 is what? Interruption and what? Passive. 4 is what? Active. Interruption and active. Right? Now I'm going to explain something. There are two ways people find you online. Either they search for something and find you, or they are doing something and your content interrupts them. It bumps into them. Now I'm going to ask you a general question. Where does this happen online? Ads. Ads is a good one. Where else? Somebody is scrolling through somewhere. Like all of you that like Instagram. Instagram is an interruption platform. Facebook is interruption too. Why is it so? TikTok too is interruption. You know. Why are these ones interruption? Who can explain? People are scrolling. People go on the platform and be scrolling. So as they are scrolling, they find something that interests them. They stop to look at it. Is that not it? Is that not how it works? Good. So search, Unko. What is search? What are the platforms that are search? YouTube, Google, LinkedIn to an extent too. LinkedIn is actually hybrid, but I like to classify it as search, because when you go search for your name on Google, LinkedIn comes before other ones. If you have an active LinkedIn platform, LinkedIn comes. If you have so now, why is this so? Who can explain? These are platforms where people don't just go to be scrolling. They usually go to look for something. There's a particular reason they go there. For instance, on Google now, do you just open a Google app and just be scrolling? What are you looking for there? Do you understand it? I've also hardly seen people go on YouTube, hardly. I'm not saying they don't exist, but hardly, that just be scrolling. Usually they are looking for something. So either you're looking for a movie to watch, you're looking for a skit to watch, your favorite skit maker, or you're looking for some content. You just thought of something. Like if you work with me, you use YouTube a lot. Because you can't ask me some mundane questions. You can't ask me how to tie your shoelace. You can't look for it on YouTube. Just type how to tie shoelace. You will see plenty videos. I don't think there's anything you're looking for you'll not find on YouTube. If you doubt me now, give me 10K. Just go on. So YouTube are platforms where people go to search. There's a reason I'm explaining this. So when you're using platforms or you're leveraging platforms to market or to, do your attraction marketing, you understand the purpose. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable, and you feel like you're not getting results. But the problem, however, is that you don't know how to implement it. Make sense? In marketing, in sales and marketing, it's not usually what you like. It's usually what works for the thing you are selling. I don't like TikTok. I used to feel like TikTok was a Gen Z thing, but I'm on TikTok. And last week I gave you reasons why I'm on TikTok, Abi. Right? Who were those that in class last week? People have forgotten. Editing my videos, basically. I used to basically just edit my videos, and somehow I get leads. I get some leads. There's some of my clients that see me on TikTok and follow me. And I'm wondering, how this person come here? This man, why are you here? That's right. And sincerely, let me give you guys something as we're on TikTok now. TikTok is one of the fastest ways to generate leads nowadays. And TikTok cannot be ignored because they have conquered Facebook and Instagram. Facebook and Instagram wanted to buy them. They refused. That's why they now started doing reels and shorts. That's it. So it's one of the fastest ways to generate leads, actually. Forget that they are Gen Z. Gen Zs one day grow, Abi. When they grow, some Gen Zs are buying, some of them are traveling now to 20 years, 19 years. They're outside the country. Guess who they are looking for? You. So please repent, amen? Amen? Amen. So we've explained search and interruption, right? Does anybody have a question? We understand it. What did I say is interruption? Interruption marketing is when you create content and put it out in platforms that people scroll. That's a layman explanation. People are scrolling and see your content. It could be an ad. It could also be organic content, normal content that is not run ads. In fact, what you do when you market primarily on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok is interruption marketing. Because people mostly on this platform don't come to look for something normally. I'm not saying there are no exceptions, but normally they use it as, oh, at the end of the day, let me just scroll through, or there's break time, let me see what's happening. Or like last night, somebody was dying or something, everybody jumped on the thing. Do you get? So whilst doing that, and as they are scrolling to look for more content, your content now pops up. Two things. Oh, I know this person, let me see what she's advertising. Or, this is something I've been looking for. Oh, this person is selling properties in XYZ place. Oh, let me see. So even if they're not ready to buy, let me see how much it costs so that let me see if my money can reach. They'll click on it to view. If there's a backlink or a call to action, they are likely going to chat you up and say, okay, let me even chat. Let me even find out if there's a payment plan. All right? That's what? Interruption. Search, on the other hand, people think of something. I use an example normally of active and passive. Active and passive. Search, normally people are looking for something and they go to look for it. They go to type, for instance, sea of O land in Zamfara or in Enugu. Do you get? Or cheap lands for sale in XYZ place. These are keywords people use, or land for sale, or cheap lands for sale. All right, these are deliberate keywords people use to search, and then when they search on Google or on YouTube, they find your video. Especially for property videos, people like to see. They like visuals, and that's why video content are usually good for property sales. Are we flowing? Are we tired already? Flowing, Abby. So that's for search interruption. Next, active and passive. Example I like to give is, I feel like eating bread, and I go down, enter my car, and I'm going to Roban bread. Someone smoking hot Roban the other day. Was it me and you? With two of us, Abby? Smoking hot. Like if you look the thing like this, you can just see the soft. You can't even hold it like because it's just bend. You know, that kind of imagination. Won't finish some people for here. Please drink water. So I decide to eat that kind of bread, and I come down, enter my car, and I'm driving towards a bread factory. And then I see Tim along the way. And Tim says, where are you going to now? Oh, I'm going to. Okay, well, now let me follow you. He joins me, and we reach there. When we reach there, me, I already know what I want to buy. I know the price, and I know the section where it is. So I simply go in, grab that stuff, go straight to the section, put 2 bread for me. They put it. I check it. Thing is smoking hot. Good. And I go to the counter, and Tim says, this thing, the aroma is nice. So, you know, how much is it now? You know, he goes, this thing goes still nice. So, you know, his stomach dog pro. You know, when you smell something very good, stomach do. Say, this thing goes still nice. So then he follows me to the counter, and then he now asks them, please, how much is it? They now says, I don't know how much that thing was again, 1 something. Say, let's say 1.5 or something. Let's say 1.5. And they now say, okay, it's 1.5. And Tim goes, okay, I didn't plan for this today, but it has registered. Abby, it has registered. Number 1. Number 2, Tim now knows where to get it. He now knows what to get when he wants to get. Abby, he now knows that. And 2 of us now leave. And the girl on the counter is saying, aren't you buying today? And he goes, oh no, I'll come back maybe next week. Right? And then we leave. Next week. Okay, let's stop there. Okay, next week. Let's use next week. Next week, Tim now comes back to buy. In this case now, who is an active buyer and who is a passive buyer? Simple. Simple. Between Tim and I, who amongst us are potential buyers or are buyers? Between Tim and I, who among us are clients that I should pay attention to? Two of us, actually. Yeah, two of us. Two of us, actually. Because Tim will still buy. He may not buy today. He may not even buy at all. But he knows something exists somewhere that is good. And then when he hears Uncle Dan now, Mr. Dan, saying, oh, I'm looking for a nice bread. Do you know where they sell very hot bread? Doesn't he know? What will he do? He will refer him. Tell him that, oh, there's this place and it's 1.5. He has given him all the information. Oh, see contact safe if you like, call. You see? Tim is actually a buyer too. I should pay attention to him too. Right? But I said that to point out the difference between active and passive buyers. There are people called active buyers, even in real estate. And there are people called passive buyers. Right? And understanding this quadrant will help you know clients that are ready. They are ready to buy. Clients that are not necessarily ready to buy, but they will still buy. Okay? Now, let's answer these questions now. SP means that this number one. So clients within this location, right? They are searching. They are going online searching for something. What that means is that they know what they want, right? They are searching for it, but they may not be ready. Like Tim, they may necessarily not be ready, but they are looking for something. They know they need to buy a property. And they have a need and they know why they should buy it, but they don't have the money at the moment. That's what this number one represents. Okay? Just come with me. At the end of the day, I think it will make all sense. Abi? Number two are what? They are searching and they are active. Meaning that they are looking for this thing. They're looking for it. They have the money, just like me. I know how much the bread is. I know where to get it. I'm just looking for the right one that has that smoking hot thing. So I have to go there myself to look for it. Right? Same thing. These guys here in number two, they know what they want. These are the type of clients that used to sweet my life. They will just see your video, your something, contact, send you a message, and 2 or 3 questions. Account don't green. Like very stress-free. Just there are clients like that. Like those ones to sweet my tummy, like, you know. So they are searching and they're active. They are only looking for a preferred option. That's all. They're looking for someone. They know that all these people are selling real estate. Who will I go with? And there are things, like I said, that you can do to make a preferred option. All right. So that's number 2. Number 3, the interruption and passive. So these guys, they're just scrolling through. Like I said, they're just scrolling. Oh, I mean, they one time thought of owning a property. Someone has cast them one time that, see, you're here hustling, you're in your village, you don't even have one land. Do you get? And they know that maybe one day, right? And so they are just scrolling and they see an advert that pops up. The advert makes sense to them. It's within their environment and it's within the stuff they can afford. But remember, they're not cash ready. Or some things, they are still waiting for one Ngwafia to land or something to clear their, they're not yet ready, but they're interested. That's number 3, right? And then number 4, interruption and active. Abi? So what that means is that these people, they actually are cash ready, right? But maybe for some reason, they do not know that there's someone in their environment that sells good properties, that actually makes videos and can help them, and is genuine and trustworthy enough. They've heard a lot about Nigeria and how that, Nigerians, especially people in real estate, are scammers, XYZ. They've heard those things a lot. And then suddenly they are scrolling through. This is interruption, Abi. So they are scrolling through Instagram one day, right? And they see Godwin's video where he was making video about a property. And this guy looks genuine. Why? Because he was actually creating content that shows expertise, authority, and trust. He was teaching in that video the best ways to identify genuine properties within Enugu, for instance, or how not to get scammed, or the 3 basic ways to get genuine properties within your environment. That's the kind of video he was making. And he goes, oh, this is the guy, right? He's active. He simply sends you a message immediately. And within, maybe he sends his brother just to be sure, to investigate and be sure, like come and do inspection, right? And then he buys. That's number 4. Now, amongst these, I hope this is clear. I explained it way more in Realtor School for those who are going to attend Realtor School, right? Among these, which is the hottest ready client? Number 2, search and active. Beautiful, beautiful, search and active. This is the hottest and ready client, right? Next is which? 4, beautiful. Number 4. Number 4. And then 1 and 2. So 1, yes, 1, because he's searching, but he may not be cash ready. He may not be cash ready at the moment, but he's searching. And he finds you, and all he needs is, once the money lands, he will pay. Or all these kind of clients that have to ask that, is there payment plan? Is there like long-term payment plan, 6 months? Instrumental payment. Because they need it, they are looking for it, and they found it. But the cash they have right now may not be able to afford it. But they're excited they found it because they've been searching for it. All right? So that is that. Then interruption and passive. These are those kind of clients that will be telling you, give me examples of the kind of things they tell you. Send all you have. What's your budget? You say, open budget. I'll get back to you. They are here. They are here, rather. However, they're not entirely a casting. They may not buy, but they are likely to refer you, especially when you're very professional and courteous in your conversations with them. That this person cannot afford what you have, or that this person is hanging you on the tree, on a dry line, does not mean you should be rude and disrespectful. I know it can be annoying. Client finish telling you to come to that junction. He got phone now. The client is playing game. He's doing like this in his house. He got phone. Enough phone. And you know, the truth is, many people don't know how to say no. Saying no is a skill people learn. Some people don't know how to say no to you. So instead of telling you no, they'll just keep posting you, hang you on dry line under the sun. In fact, they'll fill your form. That's the annoying one. And collect account number. They collect account number, fill your form, and give you your form. Every day you're excited. You know? So now I've just broken down the different type of people you find online that buy real estate or buy anything at all, right? Especially real estate. Understanding this, especially when it comes to attraction marketing, will help you position yourself properly and understand the platform you're using. Is it a search? Is it an interruption platform? The types of clients, from the conversations with clients, you will definitely know if this person is passive or active. All right? And so understanding this and a fine blend of these helps you generally position yourself properly and helps your communication and also your effort so that you don't keep wasting time online and be wondering why it's not working. The best type of clients are those that are searching and are active. What does that tell you? That tells you that you must have a leg in a search platform, especially when you're selling high-ticket products like real estate. For me, now, this is Jeff Anoze's theory. It's not, I didn't learn here it anywhere, I didn't learn it anywhere. You don't convince people to buy real estate, in my opinion. No, you don't. What you do, however, is position yourself to be found, right? Position yourself to be found, and then present yourself as the preferred option. How do you do that? Through your content. Your content should help you exemplify your expertise, show authority, and build trust. And like I always tell you, is by educational content. What are educational content? Content that tries to teach your prospective clients the do's and don'ts of the business. A lot of people don't see the need why they should be doing this kind of content, but this is why. It stands you out. It helps become your preferred option. Like I told you guys last week, one of the video content I expected people to do is what allocation is. What is allocation? What's the physical allocation? Many other people are not going to make that kind of video. All they'll say is lekwana, leya, ononuzo, lay the land. As you can see, dear smart investor, that's the only kind of content they will do. I mean, that's not wrong, though. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that what makes you a preferred option? I think we'll wrap it up here today, so that I don't bombard you and bombard you. At the end of the day, you're so exhausted. I hope this makes sense. Makes sense, Abi? We've understood a few things today. We understood your daily activities. What does it look like? I talked about leads generation. You said, what is leads? What are leads? Leads are what? Your potential buyers, people that are likely going to buy your property. And we said there are 3 types of leads, Abi. Said they are what? Hot leads, warm leads, and cold leads. And I said that your hot leads are who? Family and friends, people that know you. Abi, they've known you from Adam. Those are your what? Hot leads. Next are what? Warm leads. Who are they? Casual acquaintances. People that, in church, you see them in church, in mosque, in the shrine. People used to say high five in shrine. Those people, you may not know their houses, you may not know if they have children or not, but you see them. And then cold audience are who? Total strangers. And I said that if you're going to build a sustainable business, who should be your focus? Cold audience. Why? Unlimited. So you don't run out of leads. You don't start asking yourself, who else will I call now? Oh, where? If you hone your skills in capturing cold leads, you will never run out of sales. Yeah, never. I'm going to teach next time about following back. So we'll teach on follow up, follow through, and follow back next time. And I'll teach you how to convert your clients to repeat clients and follow back. With that, we'll call it a day today. And if you have any questions, do you have any questions so far? Yeah, you can clap. Questions so far? No questions. I feel like I've bombarded you when you don't have questions. Like it's too much to chew. It's not too much, right? Good. So yeah.
Okay, so on the next, and the next is the social media. And then like now, you want to go. It's the type of
this
you understand?
the prospecting quadrant, Abi? Search interruption quadrant.
Yes, now like if you want to go to like you want to search
Search and active.
Yes, the type of social media you're going to use.
Okay. Let me tell you what I do. Maybe you can adopt it. There are no hard and fast rules to this thing. It could work. So some could work for you, some may not work for you. But there are principles. Life has principles. How you now implement it could be different ways. Good, your practice. But this, in my opinion, is the online marketing principle. There's search, there's interruption. There are platforms that people go to search. There are other ones that you just interrupt people. They're just doing something and you just, passive, active buyers. People that just come online and be like, okay, this will be good though. Others that say, hey, I need this. And they go to look for it. Okay. Now, let me explain to you what I do personally. Before I started real estate, I was strong on Facebook. Facebook was my forte. My forte. But I realized over time, forte, like my strength. And let me add here, please don't be strong on, at least at the beginning stage. I don't know how your staff team is. If you have a staff team where people can handle things for you, then this does not apply to you. But if you're the CEO, chief marketer, chief accountant, cashier of your business, driver of your business, then this applies to you. Don't be strong on every social media platform. It is not necessary for marketing. Why? Because you spread yourself thin. You're not strong on anyone. All right? Be strong in one, right? Then you can have what I call embassies. So Nigeria has embassies in almost every country. And you know that embassy is an extension of Nigeria. If you enter an embassy in any country, you're in Nigeria, that country, right? So, but this is Nigeria, right? The same thing with you. Have presence on those platforms, the other ones you want to choose, but be strong. Focus on one first. Build your strength in that one. With that one, with the strength you have built in that one, it is way easier to create impact in others. I will not explain it more than this. Whatever the spirit interprets to you, please take it like that. So for me, before I started real estate, I was very strong on Facebook. But I realized quickly that when I started real estate, again, like I teach all of you, the first thing I started doing was to try to identify who are my target audience. What are the people I want to attract, especially in the beginning. My first year, my first few months in real estate was very important to me. And so I had to leave Facebook and go look for, of course, I studied. And I now saw that, okay, YouTube was a search platform. Facebook is interruptive, like I just told you. YouTube was a search platform, right? Plus, YouTube is video based. Google is also a search platform. LinkedIn, like I said, is also a search platform. But this is the one that is video based, number one. Number two, this is evergreen. I was explaining to my wife recently that the way I've built my YouTube platform, even if I don't market in a week, I'll get leads. Why? Because it's evergreen. Maybe one day we'll talk on YouTube. YouTube is a course on its own, so I'm not going to go into it now. So it's video and it's search. Remember, I said that one of the most underused, if you have attended my training, one of the most underused content types for realtors is videos. Why? Because everybody's claiming they are shy. Meanwhile, you're not as shy as I am. Right? It's video. So this combination was a good thing for me. Now, my target market were Nigerians abroad. For the first year, I didn't talk to any type of market again, if not Nigerians abroad. Does it mean that they did not reach out to me? They did. In fact, I had friends then that was telling me, oh, let's go to FRSC. Oh, let's go to banks and go and market and go and prospect to them. I didn't go with them. And of course, I couldn't explain to them why. But I had my marketing structure already for the first year. That first year, I didn't market on Facebook even once. I did not. Right? So I did YouTube, then I combined it with WhatsApp. Why? Who knows why? Nurturing. But why? Why WhatsApp? Other platforms can be used. Why platform? Yeah, because of my target market. Most of them are abroad. How do they call? So you see that it's not about what you like. It's about your strategy. What is your strategy? Do you see that? So I combined it with this to follow up, like she rightly said, for nurturing. So what I did then was when I put these things on YouTube, I put my contact, my WhatsApp number, and well, let me not say that one. So I put my WhatsApp number there. And then when people watch the video, normally they want to reach out to me. And I say it very, very well in my videos. I don't know if that's correct or not. It's tautology, but leave it like that for me. I'll put my number there and I'll still tell you. Call the number 080. I don't know if the person watching is visually impaired. Right? So I did that. Now, usually, these guys, this class of people, were in my opinion, they were the major people that bought from me that first year because many of them did not stress me. Now, these people now will call me. Where? On WhatsApp, right? Now, remember that some of them may not really save your number. So what I did was, at the end of every call, remember I taught you open-ended questions, conversations, and close-ended conversations. Abi? I usually end the conversation with something we need to do next. So depending on how the conversation go, I'll not tell you that, okay, sir, if you send me hi on WhatsApp, I will send you XYZ. Maybe he said, oh, he needs a coordinates of the land, or oh, I need a video from here to here. Okay, I will do it for you, but save my number. I'm to say hi, won't you save the number? I won't tell you to save it though, but say hi. However you want to say the hi, say it. So I'll tell you that, sir, if you say hi on WhatsApp, I will send you the information. Of course, I will save his number too, and then he saves mine. Now, anyhow that deal goes, right, he'll be seeing my status. Status for me is a follow-up strategy. We'll talk on follow-up next time. Yeah, we'll talk on follow-up next time. So these were my two strong platforms the first year of my business. I've just told you how I arrived here. So it's not like I just like it. Do you get? It's not like I just liked it. But this were the first. So the first year I focused strictly here. It's nowadays that once I post on Facebook about a property. And when I post on Facebook, it's for my warm audience. I want you to know what I do. And I want you to remember what I do. I'm not necessarily posting for you to buy from me. But remember, I am Jeff Anozie. I sell properties here. That's what I do on Facebook for me. I have seen other people, however, that sales comes from Facebook. Some says Instagram. All right. But what you sound very ignorant to me and very, very you're just assuming when you tell me that people that buy are here, people that don't buy are there. On what grounds? What grounds are you just assuming? Is it your own experience or is it a general rule? You can't tell me it's a general rule when you've not shown me the strategy you used or why you said so. So, sir, this depends on the one thing I will say, however, is that don't be everywhere, especially in the beginning, except you have a team. Because every platform has a native content type. Makes sense, Abi? Yes. For Twitter, is text. Now they've extended it to 180 characters. 280 characters. It used to be 140. For Instagram is what? What's the major content type? Pictures. So it used to be pictures, then it entered videos, then reels now. They started one Instagram TV before, but it's like it did not work. They shut it down. Facebook is what? Text, pictures, and videos. Right? These are specific content types for these platforms. And the sizes, dimensions are different. So if you actually want to use a platform and use it well, it's best to use the content type, the native content type for that platform. That's why I suggest you don't stretch yourself everywhere. I hope I answered this. All right, so we'll continue again next week. Same time, same venue. Again, we talk more on these things on Realtor School for those that are going to subscribe to Realtor School. We have a WhatsApp group for those that are looking for a platform to grow, like genuine properties, marketing, what do you call it, inspections, or anything like office space and all of that. We have a WhatsApp group. We'll leave it in the comment section for you to, or you can meet Obama after now if you want to join. Obama say, praise thy Lord. All right. So without any more questions, online, do we have any questions? Thank you so much, Mr. Jeff. Thank you to Priscilla. It's good to see you. If you have any more questions, if you don't, then we'll call it a day. We'll continue again next week, same time. And please, okay, action plan, action points. So what are your action points going away now today? I don't want us to just write notes and go. I want us to be able to implement something. So that next week, you've implemented some things and then you have questions based on what you've implemented, whether you got it or not. But if you implement, you will have questions, right? So what are your action plans today? Who can help me? 2 people. What are the things you're going to start doing today? First, let me help you. First, look for one platform based on what these things I've just explained now. Look for one platform as your main platform. Build it. Understand everything about that platform. Understand how it works. Understand the algorithm of the platform, right? Like Niger Brand Chick posts every 7:30 a.m. That's her first post every day. And then she understands. She used to be very strong on Instagram. She used to call herself Lolo of Instagram. After a while, she had built so much traction on Instagram that the moment she started Facebook, boom, she's at 100,000 subscribers. This is less than a year. Why? Because Niger Brand Chick. There's a lady called Niger Brand Chick. Because why? Why is that? Why wasn't she building all of them at the same time? Do you understand? Because that was her major thing. Now she saw the need to be here. She went. So every 7:30 she posts. Now for me, I don't know about posting time. You can decide that when you want to understand how the platform. But my point is, please choose one platform as your main platform. Learn it, understand it, post regularly. Let me tell you something. If you post 1 or 2 posts, you're building an audience or you're trying to be visible, and you post 1 or 2 in a day, and to you've done a lot of work. I don't think you should restrict it to that. Just design a plan, right? And do as much as you can. There is no post only once or twice, a lie. Just design a plan, but most importantly, stay consistent. Consistency is like the cheat code. Whether you are not good on anything, but you're consistent over a period of time, something will break. All right. So that's number 1. Please choose a platform to go on. And then number 2, ensure this is your second action point. In case you could not write it out, you could not anyone. Ensure that every day, at least 20 new people know you and know that you exist. Yes, it's doable. Oh. Yeah. Sure, you know it's doable. It may not start immediately, but eventually it will. Right? So, but if you don't have a target, everything looks like a target, even when it's not a good target. So please ensure that at least 20 people get to know you and see what you do. And thankfully, most social media platforms now have insights. They have insights. If you use your insights well, let me know. See, if you don't, what you focus on grows. I need to say that again. What you focus on grows. When you don't have a goal, nothing will grow. For me, one of my goals is 100 people, 100 new people daily. And so every day I go to my YouTube insights. Was it you I was showing yesterday? I'll show you my insights. Okay, not you. It was Roy. I don't know. It was Roy I was showing. Every day I go to go and look at it. That is what I'm focusing on, and it will grow. And so my actions for the day inform the growth of that thing. All right? So please set a target, a new target for leads generation. If you're going to do inbox prospecting, let me teach you how to do it. Maybe we'll talk about that later. But if you're going to do inbox prospecting, target no's. Say, for instance, I want to get 10 people to tell me no today. Strange, Abby. Target no's. Somebody was asking me, how do you deal with rejection? I've just told you how. Target no's. All right? Don't target yes. Target no. Till 20 people tell me no today, I will not rest. I will explain another day, but it works like magic. All right? So with this, we'll call it a day. I like the way I left you very confused and looking at me. It is of great pleasure. I hope I earned the value of your 2 hours. Thank you so much. Enjoy a great day.